is.
I don't know where I'm going. Already lost. We got a lot to talk about this episode. It's been a while since we've recorded, huh?
Yeah, it has.
A little too long. How's everybody's lives?
Hasn't changed.
Still living. Everybody's still living, somewhat.
We're grinding.
Sounds like you guys had a better week than me, though. You guys at least made it to the Supercross.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Fresh off the Minneapolis 2022 Supercross here in our backyard. It's pretty cool that a Supercross is right here. U.S. Bank Stadium. Initial thoughts on it? Fun time?
Yeah, I think we're lucky to have that stadium too. The parking and the pits suck, but that stadium's pretty cool, and to walk around it and stuff. And East Coast opener, that's always fun. Although the track, I think, held back some of the racing, but it was a cool race to see. And 450 looked boring for the longest time, and then that changed real quick.
Yeah, it was definitely it never gets old, like seeing them in person after a while too. Like especially like last year at Spring Creek Outdoors, like it's so cool just actually watching them ride in person.
Yeah,
You forget
it's a
how
way different feeling. Like,
Yeah.
You forget how fast they actually are. Like,
And what they do to go fast too, like the way they go in and out of the rhythm sections, and how much of the track they're using to go fast, or all the ruts and stuff like they have to focus on in the rhythm sections. It's gnarly at Supercross.
It was cool too because you can see a lot more than like what's on TV too, like in person, like
Right.
obviously, but it's like there's so many things that just like the TV like doesn't capture, you know.
Exactly. They're always on like one person, one battle. And you see so much more things happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah, and like the Sexton crash too, like there's so much of that wasn't even caught like on TV, like him like struggling to get back up, him
Yeah.
like falling like 2 or 3 times, sliding down the faces of like the tabletops and
He
stuff.
was like pushing the medic people off him too.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, get the hell off of me.
It was not good. It was definitely like a little scary too, and like the flagging situation on that
Ooh.
was just
Sketchy.
They need work.
Yeah, it was a little iffy, but now we got our typical weekly guest calling, and he was also at the U.S. Bank Stadium. We're gonna run his mind on a couple of things that we saw. I don't know if he actually watched in person or if he just stayed back in the club level and watched it on TV inside the stadium. But here he is. He's back again. Dean Stuber, our weekly call-in. How you doing, Dean?
Doing good.
You going on a run or what? What's all this wind about?
Oh, I got the dog out, Scrapster, for a quick walk here. I'm just pulling in the driveway with them now, and we'll have better audio in a second.
all right.
Good day for it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the Scrapster isn't going to be long for this world, and he don't deal with the cold too well, so
But not.
it's a good day when we can get him out for a little walk.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy we had all those guys come for such a cold day, and all those guys were complaining about the cold day up here, and then the day after they leave, it's super nice out.
Yeah, what was it, like a 40-degree difference in
Yeah.
like 12 hours probably? It was like 1 degree and now it's like 40 today.
Right.
We were talking about that on the way, on the drive home last night, Mr. Marble and myself, and I think the snowstorm Supercross was April like 15th
Yeah.
or something like that, and I think one of the warmest ones that I ever attended there was like a mid-February, and it was like 50 degrees. I remember everybody running around with just, like light long sleeve shirts and stuff like that. So trying to coordinate it in Minnesota anytime in those early months is pretty difficult.
Right. You're never gonna win.
You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But I do think I watched Chet Lawrence's podium deal, and I think he played it up a little bit with the
Yeah.
A little bit.
crowd. If that's, I think he said it, that he was kind of a pussy when it comes to the
Right.
to the cold, and I'm thinking he must really be bad if he was serious about that.
But
Yeah, no, and to answer your question, when I ran into you last night, I was in that I don't know what you call it, the bar restaurant part of that. It was the club level area there. I don't know, man. That audio is so terrible at US Bank Stadium. You can't hear a fucking word, nothing. So you wind up looking at the screen, to see the running order of these people, and it's like you're not even watching the race. It's better.
yeah, I
on
didn't.
TV.
I did notice that too for opening ceremonies. It was like super super quiet too. Like you
Yeah.
could barely
Yeah.
hear
The
like
whole
the
night.
the names of like the introductions and everything too. I thought they were gonna like turn that up, but they never actually did. It definitely was a little too quiet for sure.
During the
Yeah, what do you
daylight
think
didn't
I
help
was
it
making
either.
that up? I mean,
Yeah.
we've all been to other stadiums. Well, maybe the count hasn't, but we've all been to other stadiums. You can hear what they're saying, clear as a bell at some of these other stadiums. US Bank Stadium sucks.
Yeah. Racing wise, what were some like general things that you picked up on, like either from the 250 mains or 450 mains or anything that kind of stood out to you?
I don't, you can't really see that track from up in the seats and stuff. And you could see there was getting to be, some significant ruts in the turns and that. But we were, right where we were sitting there, I couldn't believe the number of riders that were having miscues on that rhythm section. I mean, there was nobody that went down, but there was a few that were close. And it's like, what were those jumps getting? Were they developing weird lips on them or something, or what? The track was a lot more sketchy than it appeared, I think.
Yeah, Faulkner almost. I know me and Mark caught like the tail end of it because we were right in front of that section with the long rhythm or like behind it or whatever, and we just saw Faulkner kind of like look all weird and then case like one little double part of that section. But then when we watched it on replay, like his back end touched one of the when he off of the triple, like kind of just like ticked it, and then it clipped him. Yeah, I think clipped. Couldn't think of that word. But it like sent him up on the bars, and then he was like along for the ride, and he got like shot up, and he like literally almost died. And like I did not see like how bad that was, but there's a lot of them that messed up or almost messed up really bad too.
Yeah, that was a big
Yeah,
reason.
it just looked like everybody was just on the edge of just throwing it away. And then, of course, the epic throwaway of Sexton when he Logan on the last lap.
Yeah, that's unreal. How?
And that front wheel was folded over. Now, I was online reading some stuff, and I guess I got to call bullshit. Some of these keyboard warriors were saying that the highest level of riders that they actually run the spokes a little looser on tracks like this so you can get more flex in the rims for better traction and stuff and better cornering. It's like, yeah, I don't see that happening because the majority of those guys ride. So you know what you would wind up getting is a lot of wheels grenading because those guys pound the shit out of them bikes.
The compression.
I mean,
getting on those
Yeah.
things.
Oh my god.
20. What is it? A 20-minute main event for the 450s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Case of
Yeah,
triple.
you
it's
start out
over.
with loose spokes. You're going to have really loose spokes by the time that race is over. I'm calling bullshit there, man. No way.
After Sexton crashed, well, did you end up going back into the stadium or did you watch it on the screen for the mains?
I was there for the till the end.
Okay. Did you see?
I left right when they were doing the what do you call it? Podium.
Yep.
Interviews.
The speech. Did you see that whole Sexton fiasco though? After he crashed, like it felt like 10 minutes of him like laying on the ground and trying to get up and falling, and then him like pushing off the medics. Like, did you see all that?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it started with the. It appears that they hired all the flaggers, came from the
Pierce County. They
Elgin
came from
school
Pierce.
system. There. They didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Right.
Gosh.
Yeah, but they were flagging on the opposite,
Yeah.
opposite section, so it was before that corner, so nobody knew
Yeah,
he was
just-
down.
It was horrible.
And then, did you see him, like, he gets up, like, we were just talking about it, but he got up, and then, like, he, like, slides down the face, like, both faces, basically, because he, like, is just a mess. And he, like, looked like he had no idea
he had
where
his
he
bell.
was.
He had his bell rung.
Yeah.
Bell rung definitely, and and then I watched the NBC broadcast today, and I think it was Ricky that was saying that Webb jumped out of that corner when Sexton was down, making reference to, oh, you can't do that. You can't jump on the medical flag. Well, there's a fucking medical flag out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Of course.
that. The medical flag wasn't out yet. They put it out for like 2 seconds, and then he was off the track already, pretty much. So it's
Yeah, and it's like it was just I seen there was a couple times, well, not a couple times, I'm exaggerating. One time on the far side of the track from where we were, they had the medical flag out and a couple yellows, and there was nobody down.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
No, that was a couple times, because I know I saw that twice, and they did it for Mookie, but he crashed after the triple, and they were waving the medical, and there wasn't anybody down, but I think they just didn't want people to jump the triple. I don't know. But they did. I did see that twice, Dean, too, and I didn't see any riders like actually crash in that section both times.
Yeah, I didn't see any riders, period. Crashed, racing, nothing. I mean, it's like, what are they doing? Yeah, it was, I don't know where they get the flaggers from, but that was, that was kind of crazy. But all in all, I mean, it was pretty good. I love to see some of the team living up to the whole Alligator Arms thing, and buying $50 tickets for your way
sir.
down into primo seats. I mean,
Yeah, Mark kind
Money-
of showed us how to do that, because we all bought the expensive tickets, and Mark with his $15 nosebleed seat just walks right into the club level like he owns the place. He gets right in with us.
yeah, that's
definitely the way to do it.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you had a bigger attendance, and I didn't hear what the numbers were, but it looked pretty weak.
Yeah, it was not good, I don't think.
It's the place can hold 73,000. What did they have there? Maybe 20.
I was gonna say probably less than that. I was thinking around 15, maybe.
Would you say less than usual though?
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure. I bet it was half
I
of what
don't
it
really
usually
even
is.
It
remember.
was. It was about the same, maybe even less than when we had the snowstorm.
Yeah,
Supercross.
yeah, I could agree with
Oh,
that.
I guess
Because like then the whole like lower ring at least was like pretty much full in the past years.
Yeah.
Or
Like
appeared
half.
to be,
Yeah.
appeared to be full. There wasn't big holes or gaps
Yeah.
in the
Right.
Yeah.
in the crowd, but
But also too, like I was looking at last night, like the Angel Stadium in like Oakland and San Diego, like their max capacity is like I think it was like 35 to 40,000, and US Bank is like 73,000 too. So like,
Right.
it's not like they definitely had more people, but it's not like insane because our stadium's so much bigger too, which I didn't realize. But there still was like not many people there.
right. But if I've been to Angel Stadium. That's some cool shit.
Yeah.
Well, watch Supercross under, the stars.
Oh, yeah,
That's a whole. Than being in the stadium like that, and yeah, and you could, with their sound system or whatever, you could hear everything that was going on, and it was way betterish.
Yeah, the day race setup really hurt opening ceremonies too. That's usually the best part and like the main reason to go. And that was nothing this year between the sound and daylight.
Yeah. Usually, don't they darken it and put the spotlight out?
Yeah,
or,
then you got the lasers, the spotlight, the fireworks. Especially outdoor
Yeah.
stadium. Those are the fireworks shows way better at outdoor stadium too. That's
Yeah, it
almost
was.
a spectacle.
It's between the mask mandate or vaccination mandate thing, holding out until a week before,
Yeah, that probably hurt a
and
lot of the
lifting
attendance
that,
too.
switching it to the day deal. I didn't know it was a day deal
Yeah, barely anybody
until
did.
you pointed it out to me, Nathan.
Yeah,
That was not even a week before.
right.
Some of the riders didn't even know either. I know on
Yeah.
Pulp too. When every rider they pulled in, they're like, "What? Like I didn't know it was a day race." And practice started at like 8 a.m. or whatever, and they had no idea.
Yeah, I mean it almost seems like they were just trying
Yeah,
to make a failure.
Right.
I mean, but I don't think you can come. In Minnesota here, you're gonna still have a pretty good crowd no matter what. Shit, I remember the old
diehard.
Metrodome. The Metrodome actually sold out a couple of years.
Yeah.
Dang.
That was, I think they could put what was it, around 50,000 in there?
Yeah, I think so. It wasn't much. Yeah.
No,
around
that year
50,
too.
60.
That I know
48.
the last time I think it was at the Metrodome when Dungy came back too and battled with
Yeah.
Villapoto. That was like I think still one of the coolest Supercross races I'll probably ever go to. It was just
For
it was
sure.
so loud and it was like picture perfect how he came back and battled with Villapoto and everybody was just freaking out. It was so cool.
Yeah, well, like 2 laps to go, he puts the pass on them, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that was cool. That's why a person goes. You hope to see a race like that
Right.
time you go to the big show. Yeah, other than Sexton throwing it away last night, which was kind of a surprise that late in the race. And he didn't have a big lead, but he had a little bit of a cush there.
Yeah,
I
decent
mean,
enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it was only like 2 laps left. All he had to do to hold it out, or maybe a little bit over that. But it sucks when you're that close too, and you had that good of a race just to
Right.
throw it away like that.
It's called being Logan. I mean,
It's the easiest obstacle on the track too. Like if I was to do anything on the track, it'd probably be a step on, step off out of a 180 bull corner.
Yeah, I wonder if he felt like his front end too going because it would like since he pivoted, it was like gone. I feel like
Yeah.
you would just like maybe he just thought it would pull back at the last second or something.
Yeah, that
but-
went way worse than it should have too. Like that
Yeah.
was worst scenario high siding out of that deal. That was weird.
well, I mean, you bring so much heat into that turn because he was quadding into that turn,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then hitting a pretty significant, rut there, and it was getting dusty down at the end of the rhythm section in some of those areas, so it must have just got stuck there, and
Slick.
yeah, I mean, coming out of there, it happened fast, but man, oh man,
None of you guys were there for qualifying, were you?
No.
Mm-mm.
Should have seen 250 classes in qualifying. Those whoops were so treacherous. You see that video of that dude I sent you guys that
The whiskey-
whiskeyed off the triple, landed
Yeah.
on flat concrete. He got back up and started riding again.
He made it. He qualified into the Nitro too. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
And then there's a bunch of other guys. RJ Hampshire got messed up in the whoops, and he slid up to the face, and luckily his bike stopped right on the top of the face, but like he would have been whiskeyed off of that too. There's a bunch of 250 guys that were going down. It was
A-Ray almost had a
insane.
close one too, and I was watching some of qualifying, I guess, on the TV, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
was same thing whiskey, and he went off the triple with 1 foot on the
Oh, my
pegs,
God.
sitting down, and like you could tell he was like, oh my god, it was
Yeah.
close.
didn't Freddie Noren have a pretty nasty get off in was it practice or qualifying? I can't remember who it was. Tony Marble was telling me.
Oh yeah, I never saw that.
Probably. I
And
didn't
what
see anything,
happened to Mac Amnesty? It's in the
Yeah, that was weird. He was down in a weird position.
though.
in
That was
the
the main, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was down in the main. But it's like right
Yeah,
after that
what
elevated
else did
corner.
I thought it was gonna be a red flag too, because he like
He
did
was
not
down
move.
for a few
yeah.
laps.
I haven't been able to find anything or see anything on what happened to him.
Yeah, weird spot to have something that bad happen. Whatever it was, so it didn't look good. Noah's lame
Well-
too. We went to get food between qualifying and the main event or the night show, and there was nothing open around there. The Jimmy John's, Old Spaghetti Factory, and like 2 other restaurants we tried, they're all closed down.
Really?
Yeah,
Where did where you went, Dean, was that open, or where you were going to go? That volcano thing or whatever.
Volcano thing.
Oh, he was going to a steakhouse near his house.
No,
Oh.
there was some what name? You texted me that you were going to go to some restaurant.
That's
the
next
whiskey.
to his house.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's in Prior Lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
never mind. I thought that was by the stadium.
Whiskey Inferno.
Inferno. Okay, I was
Oh.
close. Don't freak out like that. I was close. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we got we had reservations for 8:30, but I had no idea that we would be able to get out of downtown Minneapolis. I mean, as we did, it was like from my place to from the the stadium to my place, it was like 20 minutes. So we wound up showing up there almost an hour before our reservations, and the place was just slammed. And it's like, yeah, we're not going to wait. So we went to Marcus's girlfriend's restaurant, the Mexican.
Long lost.
Teresa.
Teresa. Good times.
Forgot about Teresa.
Those are some OG Team AA memories.
Yeah, and it was me, Kurt, Colby, and Monique, and yeah, you know how that place serves up food. It ain't the best food, but you get a shit ton of it. Yeah, we all left there just ready to puke. We packed good.
That's normal.
But yeah, if a little is good, then a lot is that much better. You know that.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dino. Well, thanks again for coming on this week. I'll let you go since I know you're very busy and you didn't want to come on this week because you're a busy man on Sundays.
Who did good on the on fantasy picks?
I got 64 points.
I don't even know what I got.
10.
Is that Rocky
See, I'm
Mountain?
just going with some super long shot, high payoff one, trying to catch up. And it's just putting me in the tank deeper. I think I got 10 or 15 points.
Jeez, Dean.
Yeah, well, like I said, I got to go for it to try to make up all this loss.
You there? All right. Well, I guess that's our send off. Thanks again, Dean.
What's
you,
wrong?
Dean.
Oh, wow. You cut out there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know why that is. You sure it's on my end?
Yeah, it's probably us. You're right. It's our fault.
Well, you got some pretty high-tech equipment there. Are you still holding Nathan's cell phone?
Okay, really?
Yeah, might be on your end.
No, we got a legit call-in system now. Very, very fancy.
High tech.
Oh, yeah.
It's much better. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, whatever. You guys give me shit about my iPhone 2 or whatever. Yeah, you're not exactly high tech there either, but anyhow, yeah, those picks going for some long shots, and I did have Tomac. I thought that was a pretty sound choice for the win, but we'll never know because Frenchie cleaned him out so quick.
Yeah.
Do you think Frenchie got a talking to after that? I feel like at that team you would.
Where did Tomac finish? 6th, I think.
Yeah, he was up there. Yeah, I think 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, but it chopped his points lead in half.
Yeah,
It's down to 3 now?
we had a good point scenario though last night. I'm glad that happened at least.
Well,
yeah, it makes it closer, at least.
Yeah, and we go Triple Crown next weekend.
Yeah, in Dallas. That'll be exciting, especially in the East, the 250 East matchup now. Those guys just kind of took their positions and took what they could the first round, like they probably should, but second round is going to be pretty gnarly with the short events.
Do you think I was a little bit, I don't want to, maybe unimpressed with Jeremy Martin's ride? Do you think maybe he was going about it just like
survival mode?
Hey, I want to get through this one without killing myself. I'd like to see what round 2 of a series looks like.
Right, yeah. His first round has never been good. Those first 2 seasons never even qualified, and then last year getting landed on in the first jump of the rhythm section. Yeah, I feel like he just needs to take what he can get first round, and then we'll see him at the end, hopefully.
You think he maybe did just back her down a notch and just kind of
I mean, he was like the second fastest qualifier, and I think that had pretty good gap. Like he looks like he has it in him to run that pace. So I hope so.
I don't know. Yeah, some of those guys, Pierce Brown, Jordan Smith, some of those guys were really tearing it up last year. There's a lot of depth in
Yeah,
that.
Definitely.
Yeah, I wish
In
some of
the
these
class,
guys
and it'll
were on the West Coast because the West Coast is boring and this coast looks like it could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be neat to see the shootout too. Now, might understand Daytona has a shootout, East-West shootout, along with at the end of the year. Did I read that right?
No,
Daytona?
I don't even know, to be honest.
That would be
But that'd be
interesting.
gnarly.
Yeah, they should have more than one. I'd like to see
Yeah.
those guys go up against each other more than once.
You think
Yeah.
anybody on the East Coast has anything for Christian Craig
That's
though?
what I'm curious about.
Well, that would be the $10 million question
Yeah.
to see if Craig is just that dominant, or if it's because he doesn't have anybody to challenge him on the West, right?
Logan has a big conspiracy theory right now that Jet faked his injury or whatever just because he didn't want to go up against Nichols and Craig, and he knows everybody on like Easter's like a lot of fast guys, but they're all like have not made it through a season in like
Yeah.
forever. Like literally Faulkner, Hampshire always crashes. McAdoo's probably gonna wad himself at least once somehow.
Nobody that's shown consistency.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, exactly. But
Did you? I sent on AA there. I sent Faulkner's. What do you call
Stats?
it? His stats.
I can't believe how many wins without a title. That's crazy.
11.
Yeah.
33 starts with 11 wins.
Yeah, that's
God.
That's
crazy.
impressive.
That's a third of them. I'm not a math whiz, but
How many
3 times
career-ending
11.
injuries?
Yeah.
Well, I remember like Dino had like 7 wins, and he was like the 250 rider with the most wins and not a title. So I feel like Faulkner's probably be setting a new record for that.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest one goes back in before your guys' time. Damon Bradshaw, I think, won like 9 of the 11 race series in the Premier class in the 250 and didn't get the title.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was that the
I
year
don't know
that
how-
he was good riding his bike into Jeff Matasevich?
I think that was
Or is that
the year
earlier?
before.
Oh, okay.
More like the rookie year. This one was, was the first year that the other French guy, Bale, came over. And I think Stanton wound up winning it that year. But I think that it was the last race of the series, and all Bradshaw had to do was to
Like fifth?
finish like 8th or something like
Yeah.
that. And he just, it was choke city.
Mhm.
But yeah, Faulkner's deal, when I saw that and sent that out, it's like that's pretty that's pretty tough to understand.
Yeah.
A third of the times that he lined up, he won, and still no championship. So I don't know. He looked good last night, but he looked a little ragged.
Yep.
I hope he can make it through the series, but
Phil might get after him too.
the Club MX boys I thought were riding really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jay Zelwyn and Filthy,
Yeah.
they
Filthy
looked
had a
real good.
talk with them too. It looked like.
A lot of talent, boy, a lot of depth in that deal.
Yeah.
There's no doubt there.
All right, Dino. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you next week sometime. Actually, Friday. Next Friday, we will clear your plans because you'll be coming on again. So we will see you then.
All right. Well, I hope something cool happens in between now and then that we got to talk about.
Yeah, let's hope so.
All
All
right,
righty.
guys.
Have a
Be
good
good.
Sunday.
See ya.
See you,
All right,
Dane.
bye.
There he is, Dino Stuber,
Man.
the man. How were the views from the press box, by the way? You didn't
Good.
want to be by us plebeians.
No.
Big shooter.
Did you see my phone charging setup too?
Yeah, you had to get that in the picture. The little cord coming from underneath the table.
Yeah, no, it's like one of the best seats I think that you can get. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, and then you get to see the media guys next to you.
I wish I just could have been a fly on the wall in that room when you like walk up there and just flash your hard card.
Yeah,
Just into the thing and just like, yeah, you go ahead.
I was showing my 2019 hard card too.
You didn't even bring a semi-recent one?
What's the difference, honestly?
Well, why wouldn't you just bring your new one if you had it?
Well, I had a 21, but nobody has a 22 yet. But I couldn't find my 21, and I wasn't going to, like, look hard for it, so I
So
just
you
grabbed
used
one I saw.
2019.
What's the difference? I'm not supposed to get in with it either way.
I guess, but at least 2021 is like it hasn't came yet or something like that. Like
Right.
2019 was like, oh, it's
They
3
see
years
a
ago.
hard card, they move out of the way.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No questions asked.
As long as they see your picture and a hard card, you're good.
Damn.
And it says AMA on it.
Must
I mean,
be
obviously
nice.
that helps.
Yeah,
I always
must be
forget that too
nice.
because we can go like right down on the tracks and everything, can't you? Can't you? Like
I mean,
in the
I've been
beginning.
on track walk before, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sick. Boys need to come racing out east this summer. And then we can go to a supercross race too and just friggin'
Get into
Get-
nationals for free and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
yeah.
too.
That's this year at nationals. I
Jeez.
didn't have to pay anything to get
Yeah.
in there.
I might need to
perks-
just get one of those
the
hard
perks are
cards you're talking
unlimited,
about.
Pretty, pretty mint. Pretty mint.
Hell yeah.
Have you recovered from your pukey time almost in Oklahoma?
Dude, I never puked.
Pukey time, I said. I
Pukey
puke
time.
time. Pukey, you were getting pukey.
Was I?
You said you were getting pukey.
I probably just said that
There's
so
a
we
lot
could
of
quit
puking going on
So we-
down there, I think.
on the
Never
drive
thought
back.
about
Logan, Jacob.
Yeah. No, I think I just said that because that game was getting a little deep and I didn't want to drink anymore. And then Brandon grabbed the can when it popped the top off of it, so I felt
What?
like I was
What-
gamed.
What a weekend though.
Yeah, that was
Team
a good
AA
time.
reunion.
Oh,
Oklahoma went down last weekend, Thursday to Sunday. It was a good time.
What was that game called that we're playing?
I
Water-
call it King's Cup is
Okay.
what I called it, but everybody has a different name for it.
Well, I
Brandon
was-
didn't call it that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marcus should have joined and just drank water, and then if he popped the can, it was community or something.
I told him I
Yeah.
told him I could drink for him, but
That was
it
a good time.
It was pretty fun. That's a fun it's cool because we played that a lot down at school too, and it's like you can just make whatever rule you want. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we had a couple different rules. There's like 4 or 5 that we kind of did differently, but it's fun because you can literally just make any rule, and then it's just like a little drinking game. For those of you that don't know, it's like you put a can of beer, White Claw, of course, that's what I got, in the middle, and then you just basically spin a deck of cards
yeah.
around it, and you draw one card from there, and every card has like a rule, and it's kind of like a drinking game, but I mean you don't have to make it to be.
Yeah, and there's like rules you can add as like break if you break the circle or
Yeah,
something or yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun. I lost the first one, I know, and then
I think there's only 2 cans. That first can went forever, to be fair.
the first one didn't. That's when it didn't
yeah.
go super long.
It was the second one that went forever.
The second one went. It
And
was
then
like almost the whole deck.
I got the third one, but it was fixed. It was rigged.
Brandon just squeezed
Yeah.
it right when you pulled the card.
I was none the wiser. He was completely 180 degrees across the table from me.
Well, other than the drinking, how was the riding down in Oklahoma?
It was great.
Solid.
Wonderful.
Me being the only member here
Yeah.
that didn't go,
Yeah, sadly.
how many different places did you end up going?
Stillwater and Jana Bowers, and that was it.
What did you think of Janet Bowers?
Mixed.
Mixed feelings?
It
One
wasn't,
of their tracks was closed down.
The
so
best
that's-
track.
Dude, the pro
yeah.
track looks sick, but it was closed until Sunday, and we
Big
weren't staying until
booters.
Sunday.
Was the weather decent when you guys were down there at least? Like didn't
That's-
have the big rain that we had that one time.
Stillwater,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Jana Bowers is a high of 35 and windy, so I think they didn't prep because of that. And
Okay.
since they didn't prep, the jumps had like no faces, and the soil wasn't very good. It was a hard pack underneath and a bunch of
Yeah.
silty loam on
Just
top.
made the best of it.
The dirt looked night and day difference from this year compared to last year when we
Yeah.
saw it. Of course, it just got rain, so it kind of looked even like maybe better, but it was kind of like marbly and just like I don't
Yeah.
know, it wasn't very good.
Mark was able to find a groove though. Mark was killing it out
Mark was
there.
grooving. I was feeling good.
moving
Mark-
and grooving.
No
maybe.
trees jumped out at you or anything?
No.
Jeez.
I did hit a couple trees.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I think everybody did.
Oh yeah, you were finding your flow at Jana Bowers.
I was feeling good on
Yeah.
the moto track.
Marcus
I'm
was the
getting comfy
fastest
with
one
the
there.
bike.
He was putting down like what kind of motos were you doing? Because you weren't pulling off.
I don't know, man.
You did,
Long
like,
ones.
Every time I was
long.
out, it was like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I
I'd
swear.
kind of sprint for a couple laps, then kind of cool it down.
I
back
thought you
to
had
it, so.
some whole game plan.
No,
right
I did
now,
not.
'cause I'm like, he's
No.
still out
I just
there.
kept going.
Just a
I pulled
genius.
off like every 2 laps.
How was the new bike, Nate?
It was good. The suspension, like, it was too stiff for the motocross track. Like, I struggled pushing there. I just couldn't hold on. The woods, I was able to make the best of it and still able to push a good pace. But I think once I get suspension done, I'll have new thoughts on it. But the power is nice. It's way more agile than I'm used to. But yeah, just the front end's riding a little high. I was knifing a little bit, but everything. I think the suspension will be fixed or lightened up for my weight, and we'll be good.
There you go.
Did we talk about what bike you got?
Yeah, we
think
did.
last
episode we did. Okay.
This
Team
is kind of the
Green.
first time you've been able to ride your new
Yeah,
bike too
outdoor
outdoors.
track. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was no complaints. It felt like it was a little in the tight trails at Stillwater. Like there are a couple tight sections. Marcus can vouch for it. I was struggling. Like
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, dude ate it.
It was tough. Like it's so tight, and I'm not that good at tight stuff to begin with, and that bike's just a little bulkier, which kind of made it hard. But other than that,
I
like
mean, you'll
it
get
was
used to it
yeah.
too, of course.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was nice on that track too, like just having a little bit extra power compared to 125, because I literally ridden a 125 for so long, and then the Cowie 250, but I didn't really ride that a whole lot. So it was definitely nice to have a little bit extra power on some parts of the track for sure. But yeah, it was good. No complaints at all.
Yeah, I thought that the 350 is exactly what you needed. I don't think you felt super comfortable over on the 125. It never really looked like it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you looked really good right away in the 350 at like Janet Bowers. I didn't see you at Stillwater in the trails much, but out on the track you look good.
We had pretty good freaking pace at Stillwater. I
Yeah.
mean, like with you and Logan up front,
Right.
and it was like nearly everything I had just to keep Jacob in sight too. And Jacob said that he was struggling too, and he was still just freaking gone. Like it was tough.
How big of a group did you guys have? Because I saw a picture and it
Yeah.
was like the whole county went.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm just gonna say 20. It's a couple
It was
people
close to
high,
that,
but just
yeah.
say 20.
And what was the age range?
Oh yeah, from
Gosh.
How old is Donna? Well, Daryl rode. So
yeah. So yeah, Daryl 10 to Jeff Jack like 60 something probably.
Yeah.
Right?
That was awesome.
And it was we all just had like the best time and had so much
Yeah.
fun. Like
So
that's what's
sick.
cool about dirt bikes too.
Right.
Like literally a 10-year-old and a 66-year-old, and we're all just like freaking bonding and having like such a good time.
Yeah, and think of all the different careers that were there too. Like,
Yeah.
we had a few engineers, a few electricians, personal trainer,
Yeah.
school teacher.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was so much fun too. And your Airbnb you guys got,
That was pretty sick, wasn't it?
It was awesome.
We didn't have enough beds, which was a bummer, but I think overall it was a pretty neat place.
a wedding venue too. There's like
Yeah.
you go into their garage and there's like a nice like a bar, tables, like chandeliers for like weddings.
Yeah.
And it was
It made the
really-
nighttime fun, I bet.
No,
Yeah.
we couldn't make use of it.
Yeah.
What?
It was a no-go.
Yeah, they said to stay out. They said you could look at it, but don't touch anything.
Only for weddings.
There's a golf
Look,
cart
but
there.
don't touch.
Yeah, there's a golf cart in there too. They specifically
Oh.
said don't touch the golf cart.
Yeah, that could have been a dangerous situation you put yourself into.
But there was a pool. There's a hot pool. It was too
Hot
cold for the pool, but the
tub.
hot tub was sick. We were able to fit
fave.
like 10 people in there.
It was big. It smelled a little raunchy that night that I came.
Yeah, I was afraid.
I don't
of
know
that.
what happened that first night, but
Yeah, the first night I was in there for like 5 hours. I think I swear.
yeah, it smelled like it.
We went in there at like 10 and we didn't go to bed till like after 1 a.m. So
Yeah, it was definitely got my hands soggy even after like an hour. I don't even think how long we were in there, but I was feeling it on my hands too, you know. That didn't work.
Sorry about that.
Great technical skill.
We had a new
You're using the
wanted-
new soundboard.
had to try the sound mixer and that just backfired.
Yeah.
that's like the one you probably shouldn't hit.
I'm sorry for all of your guys' ears. I
Wake their ass
apologize.
up.
Sincerely apologize.
So we're gonna have to work on that one a little
That's
bit.
like, yeah, just
Yeah, that works. That works.
You gotta be quick with it, Nathan, and be ready.
I know.
we
gotta-
got new toys on set here. It's getting
Really?
interesting.
I'm gonna be studying this during the week.
You gotta be like, who is it? Is it Tits that does it at Pulp or?
Yeah, not anymore. Now it's not Marks.
Marks, yeah.
It's not Marks. It's the other guy. Lone Wolf.
Oh yeah,
Talon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Yeah, we should actually make our own sound bites too of
Right.
eventually, but we got to get a couple more episodes under our belt, you know.
Welcome to the Egan Screen.
But yeah, it was like I don't know. I feel like if we go down there, we for sure have to make sure that national track is open. 'Cause
Yeah, agreed.
that play and it looks so sick, just the step ups and.
Yeah, the downhill roller section looks sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All the elevation. I think if they prep that trail track thing they have there too, if you could actually hit those jumps and stuff,
Yeah.
and it wasn't muddy, that'd be kind of fun too.
It would be so nice. Like I was thinking about this too. Like it would be like the dream just to rent out an Airbnb for like a month. Like I was looking at like the month of March just to rent it out, like what it would be, and just make trips back and down. But like if you spend like I was just thinking like hitting out those corner tracks at Jandabauer's just like days on end or whatever. Like you just get so good and be able to ride like for that whole month. And it'd be fun just staying down in Airbnb in general. But yeah, it was like $2,000 or $2,400 or something a month. But if you find like 7 or 8 people, and
That
you just,
really wouldn't be that bad.
no,
right?
like and
Yeah.
even if you
Cheaper
go
than-
like 3 out of the 4 weekends you have it, like I think that would be worth it. It'd be like I don't know, $500, $600 for
Cheaper
lodging.
than staying
you know,
at a training facility.
well, yeah, by far. So it definitely.
That's a good idea.
I know we need to make that happen.
For sure.
Take a couple weeks off, months off. You can handle that, Nate, can't you?
Yeah. We need to go like Renard's maybe too sometime.
Yeah.
That place is fun. If he's open, if he's down to let us come, he always preps it for us too. So
Yeah, we need just a Texas trip also.
yeah,
Three Palms. Three Palms was sick. That was like one of the coolest places I've been.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to make another trip back there. I brought Shane there. Shane was just loving it.
yeah.
Did he get to ride? Or?
Yeah, he rode all the
no shit.
tracks.
Was he riding the old Cowie 450?
No, he had Yamaha 250.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was loving it. That's kind of, it was kind of like Jandabauer. I mean, it was nicer than Jandabauer's, but they have a crap ton of tracks and like just good variety. And when we were there, it was a full prep, and like there's like maybe less than 10 people there, so you could just pick any track and
That
ride
sounds
it.
fun.
It was pretty darn cool. I really liked it. But nobody else has been there, have they? Besides me?
I've been there.
Oh, you
Oh,
have?
yeah, yeah.
5 years ago, yeah.
Closest
Yeah.
I got to Texas was
Fun,
Compound 77.
Right on the border.
Right on the border. Never
Yeah.
went south of that, though, for riding. That was a fun track, too.
A little sketchy, but
A little
fun.
sketchy. When
Big-
it
big
is
jumps.
prepped, though,
They had a
It
full
is fun.
supercross track as well.
When did you guys
Yeah,
go there?
sick, dude.
that was... I must have been like 16, 17 years old. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Were you on? Yeah, you're on big bikes.
I
Yeah.
I was
just
in
got my
college.
Yamaha 250. Yeah, it was I think I just got like my first 250 that wasn't a hand-me-down bike. I don't know.
Speaking of you and bikes, Cole,
Oh, jeez.
you got to break the news, man.
Your boy has a torn ACL again.
Again.
Again. I just can't keep him.
Unbelievable. It's the same knee though, right?
Same knee, same issue. We're
Just a
back
bummer.
at square one.
I wonder if you just got a botched surgery too, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably
Yeah,
not.
what did the
I
doctor
think-
have to say for himself?
He said that you live too active of a lifestyle. And I literally think I tore it while jumping down the stairs, but but I mean,
So does that mean no riding?
that is a great question. I think I plan on trying to ride. I'm going to get a good ACL brace for riding and for skiing and seeing if that makes a difference and I can kind of avoid further injury. And if everything feels solid, then I'm going to probably ride this summer. And I don't know how hard I'll go into racing or anything yet, but we'll see. I'm just going to play it by ear and see however I feel and just roll with it.
Yeah. Just hoping.
I can't push it. I can't push it too hard. I mean, I was thinking he wanted me to get surgery, or my doctor wanted me to get surgery again before the summer. It's like during school. It's like I don't want to be
Yeah.
crutching around to classes and stuff, and just
Yeah.
doesn't. Especially because I spent the last 4 months doing that, and it's
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
Do you ever think there's a point where like the doctors are just trying to like sell us surgery?
You keep
No,
that.
like
in-
I'm.
There is some validity to that. I think I mean, like, healthcare as like a whole does push sale in a way, like sales.
Mhm.
But
Like I don't know much about like ACL.
I mean,
knees, but,
like I saw the picture. Like there's no ACL, but
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like too. I think it's like a lot, honestly, a genetic thing too. Because like I know, one of the girls in my grades in high school too. She like had so many surgeries and like as soon as you would do something active, it would just like tear again, you
Yeah.
know. And she would like always try to do like PT and stuff.
And that's
too.
the thing too. Like people are able to live and do activity without an ACL. It's about building that strength and building the stability in your knee again. And like my knee, it's already like so gone, and there's a lot of wiggle room in it, a lot of free play. But if I get strong enough and kind of get confident enough to use it and have a brace where it's like an external ACL per se, I don't see why I can't ride, why I can't do some of that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I feel like if you get the prescription like brace, like you were saying,
like
or
the
the
CTI or
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
and then still have more faith in.
They set me up with this lady through Donjoy, like that bracing company.
Yeah.
And she was like trying to set me up with a brace that like you see like NFL players use. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't think that'd be great for motocross.
Right.
Like yeah, that big old piece of equipment.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like I need something pretty low profile. Like,
Yeah.
so that's hard. Yeah, but we're just going to see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, you should go with your PT and see if you can work out like male PT like in Rochester. I went to the facility once for knee stuff, and it's sick.
Yeah, I had a PT in Red Wing that I was going to consistently before I tore it again, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's shitty, man. won't be able to have our foursome squad rolling up in the summer.
You can get a photographer out of the deal probably.
Yeah, honestly, dude. There we go.
Take cool pictures.
Still have to be grinding, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll probably be doing a lot more trail riding this summer though. That's kind of the goal. Stay away from the
Sick.
tracks a little bit. Stay out of the air a little bit. Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
Yeah.
Them trees though.
Yeah, them
Gotta
trees.
watch out.
With Nate's signing bonus too from his 5.5
Oh,
sign-on bonus, like he should pay you a little bit to follow him to the races. Start a little Nader Tot YouTube page,
You want a little Nader tot?
or should it be statutory Nate? We got the word on all of Nate's work nicknames. We're just are a little too
Yeah.
sus for us. Like
honestly, that was the old job though too. So I was a bunch of like weird dudes who cut trees. Usually means they do drugs.
you were a little too proud in telling us all those
I
nicknames.
think they're
There was just
hilarious.
silence when he was like, "What? Did you just say that?" Like,
Is that legal?
Yeah.
him in his half unbuttoned shirt and big Miami Cuban chain on him, just
Hell yeah.
spilling his guts about
And
his
the mullet. Oh yeah. I was pulling a move. I feel like that's the way you got to be in Oklahoma.
It is.
That's probably the way to pull down there.
You gotta let her loose.
Yeah.
Mark almost was pulling some OMC or no, what's college is that?
OSU.
OU or OU, isn't it?
Oh,
Please.
OU
Getting
or
into
OSU?
Nah.
You're grinding the or the what is it?
Grinder.
Grinding the grinder.
He had some girl message. He had some girl message him.
Little
and
mortal gal.
What was the first message that she sent?
250 or 450.
No.
Swear to God.
110, baby girl.
The big Mark was like, "You already know.
You
we're
already know
450 for
that."
life."
Big dog's got to eat, you know. That was the first, like off the bat, like
And what was she riding? Like some like
Little
roached out.
YZ85.
Yeah.
sick. You find her at the track or something, or
Nah.
no, Mark.
She
Gotta
was
follow through.
She was probably
come
at
link
like
up.
Reynard's or something, scoping out, the.
She just
The
couldn't keep up
industry
on the
man.
trails.
Oh God. What could have been, Mark? What could have been?
Yeah.
Future wife down in Okie. Could have had it sooner.
Could have had
Yeah.
a place to stay down there.
We'll be back
Yeah.
someday.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
could have got us a free place to stay at least.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You're already getting out of hand, Nate.
All right, so
You and head
My
down.
grandparents are gonna see this.
They don't know what that means. If they know what that means, it's already on hand.
They're Mark's grandparents.
Oh.
They're the Count's grandparents. They probably know.
Come on.
They watch us though, don't they?
They
What
do.
are their names? We gotta shout them out.
Dan and Doreen.
Dan and Doreen.
Bart
Shout out Dan and
Lewskis.
Doreen.
We love you, Dan and Doreen. Thank you
Yes.
for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure to hit that little subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube. Make a YouTube account, subscribe and like. We need it.
Turn
Yes.
notifications on.
Post notifications.
Maybe we can get them in studio someday. Have them call
Yeah,
in.
they'll call in.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
Oh, that would be awesome. What else is
Yeah.
new?
Not a whole lot, man.
Did you wash your bikes yet?
No, I didn't do anything yet.
I gotta wash my bikes and I got my suspension out.
But I'm
ASAP.
riding Tuesday. Actually, yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
okay.
bring that up. We're all riding Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday night.
Where is my bike anyway?
Oh yeah, you still haven't.
I know I asked Jacob earlier this week, but he said he's gonna tell me when they brought the.
Yeah, he's ice fishing. I was told we're washing bikes today, and then I got told to move to tomorrow.
Oh.
So if your bike's still in the trailer, I don't really know for sure, but we might be washing bikes tomorrow in Camp Falls if you want to wash your
Okay.
bike with warm water.
That makes me feel good that you guys haven't washed your bikes either, because I didn't.
Who here's
What?
washed their gear
Really
so
not that
far,
dirty.
though?
Oh hell no.
Nah.
Nothing.
You know how nasty that smells,
stain.
probably. no.
I did not know that went that long.
It's just so long.
Yeah, that's too long.
But yeah, can you get off work Tuesday, at least, so we can ride?
Maybe.
What time?
Mark's
What's-
coming. Mark's
It's
coming.
really short
What
notice.
time?
I don't know. I think that starts at like 4 or 5 probably.
Can somebody pick me up in River Falls
Joel's
and I'll
coming.
just
Yeah,
will
yeah,
somebody pick me up?
yeah. We'll go right through. Bring your camera,
All right, I will.
or I'll give you my Team Fried recorder, and you can.
Oh, okay.
Are we
record with that.
invited? This kind of sounds like
I
a
actually-
private event.
I
Are you
hate
sure you
shooting
can invite
pictures.
us?
Yeah, well, make sure Logan can ask. I don't even know if I can go yet, but we'll ask. him.
You say Team AA, and you know they'd be opening the doors for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They
I'm not too
we kind of
worried,
run it up there.
right? They're in it for the clout. You know, they're trying to get in this podcast,
Yeah, they want in.
I don't know who wouldn't.
right?
Yeah, it's the greatest show on earth. You know, they call Nitro Circus that, but it's really the Against the Grain show
Sponsor us, please.
by far. Man, you didn't even drink all that water yet. Aren't you parched?
Well,
Do you like having a dry, crusty voice for a podcast?
I had your delicious espresso when I got here.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good.
That was good.
That's my goal. Is I want to make. Actually, I have two in life. These are the only 2 goals that I want to achieve. Number 1 is I want to have like 50 Airbnbs across the country. So when I travel, I can
Sick.
just stay somewhere for free. You know. Okay, that's the
Yeah.
first one. The second one is I want to make a cafe called the Content Cafe.
Ooh,
Wow.
okay.
It's gonna have editing computers, podcast suites, and have the best coffee on earth.
It's rather entrepreneurial of you.
I wouldn't be sharing this information with the
Yeah.
public.
I know.
Somebody's gonna snag that.
Doesn't that
from
got a
me
nice
real
ring
quick.
to it though? The Content Cafe, like the
Yeah.
content, but it's a content. You know.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
We're gonna be probably pumping through some RD coffees in there.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
Get a little
Yeah, man.
Little RD,
little
black
deal
rifle.
signed there.
Yeah. Collab. Get a collab going.
Mm-hmm.
Some sippy and RD.
Yep. That's it.
You could sell your sippy cups.
Sippy cups. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, that was quite the cup of coffee. What did
I'm
you get
telling
me?
you, I
That's
got-
fantastic.
What did you give me, Luke? What was it called?
Bravo.
What?
Colton got a little something special in yours, but we don't talk about that because it's top secret.
I'm going to the hospital right after this.
Get your stomach pumped.
Get that shit pumped out now.
Espressos, man, they're so good. They don't get old.
Mhm.
I've been drinking a lot of coffee too.
I've cut the
Just throw
energy
it in.
drinks.
Really?
Yep.
That's surprising.
I've been doing iced coffee.
Wow, that's good.
Iced coffee and tea. I don't know.
Not bad.
I don't get like the.
Stomach
I
sickness.
actually can fall asleep now. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Wow.
like the giant Nos cans, like they're out of the picture, and it's
sound like Mark coming back from the Supercross last night. I said I didn't feel good. He's like, yeah, my stomach doesn't feel good, and he had like
And
no
some pre-workout and
Mixed-
a monster
yeah.
on the way home.
oh
pre-workout and Monster. He's like, dude, I don't know, I just don't feel right.
yeah, no shit.
Wait, why you were taking pre-workout and Monster on the way home?
No, the pre-workout was pre-Supercross.
Oh.
Get me hyped.
Did you eat after that, or that was
No.
just straight pre-workout?
Straight.
Speaking
Speaking
the
of
Supercross.
Pre-workout and Monster. That's what we all did. My senior year of football.
Oh my god.
We all
Every game?
before every game, and like I'm pretty sure like it was impossible for any of us on the sidelines not to look like we were on like meth, like because like we'd get like the gnarliest pre-workout. I think it was called like Mr. Hyde,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That's what I took.
and then we'd mix that with Bang, and our poor hearts, like
Yeah.
Shane used to always take that Mr. Hyde stuff too, and he would just freaking.
it's nasty.
I'm so tingly, dude.
Or you like hack a lip of it too. Some weird high school
That
shit.
must be
Yeah.
a Red Wing thing.
Yeah, it was.
pack a lip of pre-workout. That's
Oh, they also probably put it between their toes, just like their
Oh.
dip.
The old hockey trick.
Yeah.
I forgot you were kind of a footballer back in high school, weren't
I
you?
played 1 year, my senior year, because I didn't play a high school sport all throughout
And
high school. So
you got a gnarly concussion, didn't you?
yeah, that one got me fucked up. That was bad. I was in like Mankato, I think, and I thought I was in Rochester, and then like I still don't remember where I was, and like I missed like probably a quarter of my senior year of high school because of that concussion.
Them concussions come too easy for that.
I think I
extra
missed a
family.
total of 60 days of school.
Oh my God! How did you
Wow.
graduate?
I took a lot of home ec classes.
You should see my boy in the kitchen though.
Oh yeah.
He's a real good homemaker.
Dangerous with a ladle.
You need your own cooking show.
I've been thinking about it.
I'm debating on turning Sip Snaps just into a thing where I just post all my meals off of Blackstone.
Ooh.
I've been making like 2 meals a day on my Blackstone, dude. Breakfast and lunch. Oh,
And you sample coffees too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
sample coffee, yeah.
Swish it around your mouth a little bit, and then you give a review on it. You spit it back out.
Oh man. No, it's good though, dude. I love grilling. It's like my favorite things. Grilling. Don't. What is that one? No.
No.
What's your favorite meal that you make on that Blackstone though?
No.
I think I gotta say some. What?
No.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta make or what my favorite? Just some egg. Okay, so I'm gonna do some olive oil and breakfast potatoes, and then actually first I put down the bacon and I put the potatoes in the bacon grease. You know, get a little nice little crisp around there. Put in some cilantro, some peppers. I have this lime and pepper salt I throw in there. It's very good. And then after everything, then I do the eggs. Eggs over hard always, because I'm not a plebeian. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Some
Oh,
steaks.
shit.
I made some steak sandwiches the other night on them. Oh, so good.
Have you done like hibachi stuff?
Oh, yeah,
on it?
I made that.
You got like the flipping of the
No, I
stuff
do.
down
No, I
too.
do.
Let's be
You're
real.
like, ting, ting, ting.
He's just tinging. He's not.
Yeah, you just
tinging.
smacking the
No, dude.
spatulas together.
I'm not doing.
You like that?
I got the show and the dough, dude. Like I look good when I'm doing it, and my food's also really
No.
good. It is. It's so good. I can do like the triple twist with the things, and then just catch it back down, and I can do the egg where you throw up that hard shell egg and then twist it sideways, and it lands and cracks on
We need
it.
to get you one of those nice like hats too now.
Oh yeah, where I can throw some
Yeah.
shit in my
You get
hat.
that flick of the wrist, then, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I need that. I need that. Nice to see you're still repping the OG sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Cool.
she's a little
Yeah.
stained.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I was
about
gonna
that.
say
That
white.
thing is old.
This is
looks-
this is well worn.
Yeah.
I'm surprised actually that I've kept a white piece of clothing this long.
Right.
Props to you.
Because usually it's about a week or two, and like then I have spaghetti stains on it
Yeah.
or something. Like, no, this one's made it.
Still looking good. Still looking good.
Well, I'm
man.
wearing it, so like, make everything look good.
How's your semester going? Are you still kicking ass, taking names?
I'm still taking ass, kicking names. Yeah, it's going good. I mean, school. There's not much else to it. Just put in my hours and hope I do good. That's about it.
Grinding out there.
Trying
grinding.
to. Got to stay away from Doc every once in a while.
That man, dude. Quit playing with the diffuser, Nate.
He's been helping
We
me
got
with some of my
business to do.
homework though.
Doc?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's an intelligent guy. If that's the word.
I don't know if you can use intelligent for him. There's a lot of things
I
I
was
could
gonna
describe
say.
him by, but I don't know if intelligent is one of them. I hope he doesn't listen to this. He's probably gonna come kill us.
He's listened to a few episodes. He said.
Oh no.
He said he has some criticisms for us too.
No, I believe
he's
it.
He's got.
Let's get the DMs. If you have
Should we get
criticisms,
Mike on as a
That's a
guest?
a direct route to get us canceled instantly. Poor Ryan. The first time he met Ryan at home plate, Ryan told him where he went to school, and he's like, "I heard only pussies go there." Has no idea who he is.
happening.
Gosh. At least we forewarned him about Doctor when we were in the car. Like, you don't want to. We love him though.
Yes.
Doc. He's a character.
That was my foot
Oh, I thought somebody was knocking.
No.
Coming to get us.
twitching. I'm getting hot in here.
Coming to get us. It's always so cold when we start out here, and then
Yeah.
it just warms up big time, you know?
Mhm.
Big time, big time, big time.
We got the light on us.
What's your first race of the year, Nate?
I don't know. I kind of want a flat track at Cedar Lake though.
Oh, yeah?
End of
Yeah.
April.
Mm.
We can get the 110 there with the street tires.
pity.
Maybe they have a knobby class tire.
Could I race my Z in that?
I don't. Dude, yeah, you could in the pit bike class. Yeah.
That'd
That
be
would be
fun.
sick.
Which knee is messed up?
My left.
Then you're
Okay.
Yeah.
only left hand.
Somebody
turns.
else want to race my Z?
I don't think you want to put. I don't know. You got to keep your foot on anyways though. So it's
But
like.
I mean,
And if you low side, then you just got to commit to keeping the knee on the bike and not putting.
as
your foot
long
out.
as I just keep it high.
Yeah.
Or like,
high and tight.
yeah, exactly.
Just keep it above the shroud the whole time.
Just be aware
pinch
of it.
above there.
Dude, it'd be
No.
sick. There's one guy who rode the Honda one, the Grom at the indoor one I did. But yeah,
They're pretty slow though. Like that Z.
no, they are.
It's just a pooch.
Yeah,
Like, to get to 40 miles an hour on that thing, you need at least 10 seconds.
yeah. You'll just be circulating.
yeah. I don't know. I need to get a few more modifications into
like
it before that.
The class after race, they're like 200s or at least 140s, 150s. So the 110 can kind of keep up, but the smaller tires definitely hurt. So yeah,
Is there cash if you win it?
I don't think so. And
Just
that's
for
like gonna be a
trophies?
super long track in the 110. Like it's gonna be scary if I do.
Kinda
it.
would be,
I bet
yeah.
it'd be scary because like I could be going like 30, 40 miles an hour down the straight, so I'm like 2 feet off the ground. You know, like, that's a little sketch.
But if you fall, like, you're just gonna slide. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still gonna hurt like a
Yeah.
ton. But
You know, I've been watching a lot of Supermoto.
Oh yeah.
do they
It's
still have
so
that?
sick.
Like the
There's very specific like circuits for it.
Yeah,
like there's only a
dang.
few ones.
And they're probably just more street racing. There's not really jumps, I bet.
Some of the jump lines, dude, like the
Yeah.
full concrete jumps and stuff, it's like, or they'll do these little rhythm sections that are full concrete, and then they'll hit a giant like tabletop that's just like a skyrocket, and like they're trying to scrub, and they have these slicks on, and it's like,
that doesn't work.
you imagine like losing control with a slick off a
Oh my
face, like,
God.
Yeah, they're heavy too, I bet, compared to what we're used to.
Oh.
They're pretty big.
and like the suspension's just totally different, and
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting to watch though, like how they race and like where they cut in on corners, and
I bet.
back to like the F1 stuff again, but
what was that old video game that had Supermoto on it? It was like an old MX vs ATV, wasn't
Unleashed
it?
did, yeah.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
The MX versus ATV Unleashed, yeah.
Hmm
I
It was
had
just stick when you get to the pavement or whatever, and then dirt would just be like.
Yeah.
I wish you still made games like that.
Yeah, agreed.
Mac, Mark, you scanning your clients over there?
No, I was looking at my race schedule. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna say that too. 'cause
What do you
I-
got on there? Let me see that.
So
thing.
my first race of the year is gonna be April 3rd, Cambridge.
April
Damn,
3rd. What the
they're
heck?
Really?
That's the earliest they have.
Is that
scheduled.
points or non-points?
That's
Dang.
the first points race. 'Cause
that's first D23.
There's a Mora the weekend before that. I think that's not
Holy.
points. So and then after 2 weeks after that, it'll be Staples if I go to that. And then April 23rd and 24th, I'm going down to Riverside Raceway in Iowa.
That's
for
the area.
area qualifier. So
That seems early too. When's that? April?
April 23rd
Yeah.
and 24th.
Dang.
Do you want a mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you,
Dean might be coming too. So
Okay.
I bet he will, yeah. The year I went down to there, it was overnight. It was like 20 degrees. Like the ground was frozen when we started racing in the morning.
Yeah, I should. If I'm open that weekend, I'd be down to coming down. We can make a little series.
Yeah,
Chase
that'd be
Mark's
sick.
Tracing Loretta's.
Road to Loretta's.
Mm-hmm.
like
you
it.
raced? You went to Riverside last year for the
Verb Moto
Yes.
Shred
Shred
Tour.
Tour.
Yeah.
How was that shred tour?
Pretty cool.
How many laps did you get though? Did you get a bunch or not really?
I did. You kind of would buy like sessions, and I think
Okay.
each class you'd sign up for, you got like 4 15-minute sessions, and
Oh,
then I
that's
started
not
just going out with other groups too.
Yeah.
So I got plenty of rides.
Wait, so you had to like buy individual sessions and ride?
They had like probably 15 different groups based on bike size and
Yep.
level or whatever. So you just had to sign up for whatever you wanted.
I
so-
imagine the track was super crowded though, because it's a short track.
Yeah, but it was cool. I liked it. They had some freestyle guys jumping some ramps and stuff, doing
Nice.
some tricks and
Get any free swag?
pity races and whatnot. So no, I didn't
No.
get any swag.
Got a cool sticker, probably.
Yeah, probably stickers. But so yeah, that'll be exciting. A couple months away.
That's early too. I thought Hill Climb was so early, but I think your race is before ours then, because
Yeah.
ours is April or no, yeah, April. Do you know when California is? You don't know. I don't know. Mid to late April, I believe. So yeah. Well, what else? We know anything else? We're lagging. We tired?
I know. Well, to be fair, how long have we gone?
I think we're around the 1 hour now.
32 minutes, dude.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Dead ass.
No way. No, we were on
That's
the
how
phone
long
for 32
Dean's
minutes. with
call
Dean.
was.
Yeah, I suppose. Are we gonna go? What are we doing after there?
I feel like you made a mistake.
Wow. Is this our goodbye? I guess it's gotta be.
signing out.
All right. We'll see you. We'll see you guys next week. We're getting back to our actual schedule here, so we don't have to argue in the group
Do you have a
chat.
job now?
I should. Yes. I
I
have like
don't know.
Well, I technically have.
To be continued.
Yeah.
To be continued again.
Hit the to be continued. Yeah. By the next podcast, I should be working. Yes. So that may change things, but that's why we're doing Friday nights. Get lit and get on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Get rowdy.
Since we only have how many days until we have to get lit until 75 hard.
Who's still doing
I'm still
I'm still doing it.
it? Who's still?
I'm sticking with my initial plan. I said when I
Wait.
get back from Florida, we're all doing it.
Is Taylor doing it?
No, we got to quit talking about this. Brandon said we can't keep talking about this. We're not gonna
Yeah,
until we do it. So
I mean, you're the only person that's talked.
Mark's
And
talk.
Mark.
I don't know why you're not talking. We could custom fit our own plan.
Okay.
To be continued.
Like not 2 workouts a day, but maybe like rides 8 hours for 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, hit it up again.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. We appreciate you. Love you all. Subscribe, like, share with your friends, share with your family.
Share with
Bye.
your grandma.